The forest whispered softly as dawn broke, its serenity untouched by the world's tumultuous noise and endless desires. Buddha sat beneath a sprawling banyan tree, his eyes closed, his breathing calm as rippling water. I approached him with hesitant steps, my heart burdened with questions, doubts, and a longing for peace. Buddha's gaze met mine as if he could see through the layers of my confusion and fear. His presence felt soothing, his voice gentle yet resonating. As he spoke, "What troubles your heart, traveler? Unburden yourself, for truth is born in the depths of honest inquiry." I hesitated, clutching the turmoil of my thoughts, unsure how to begin my plea for guidance. "I seek clarity," I said, my voice trembling, "but the path is obscured by countless desires, fears, and uncertainties within me." Buddha nodded, his expression compassionate, his voice steady as he began to answer. "Desires are the roots of suffering, growing tangled and deep within the soil of attachment and craving. Observe them carefully." The sunlight broke through the leaves above, illuminating his face with a radiant glow as his words sank deeply into my soul. "But how does one abandon desire without losing the essence of life's joys?" I asked, desperation tinging my voice. "Abandonment is not a loss, but a liberation," Buddha replied, his voice calm like the flowing river. "To love without attachment is to rejoice freely, unbound by expectations and possessiveness." His words painted images in my mind of a bird soaring without chains, the wind its companion and freedom its song. And yet fear remains. Fear of loneliness, of failure, of the unknown, I confessed. My vulnerability laid bare. "Fear is the shadow cast by the illusions you create," Buddha said, his eyes glinting like stars in the darkness. "Face it not with resistance, but with understanding, for shadows dissolve in the light of truth." His teachings felt like gentle waves washing over my doubts, but still, questions lingered like stubborn stains. How do I discover truth amidst the chaos of life's struggles and endless distractions? I asked with urgency. Buddha's voice became a melody, soothing and profound. As he replied, "Truth resides in the present, hidden in the stillness within. Quiet the mind, and listen." His eyes seemed to reflect the world's mysteries, yet held the simplicity of a clear, tranquil pond. I closed my eyes, attempting to find the stillness he spoke of, but my mind wandered to my failures and regrets. "What of my past?" I asked, the weight of shame crushing my spirit. "Can one truly move forward without carrying its burden?" Buddha's expression softened as he said, "The past is a river. You may bathe in its lessons, but do not linger in its currents." His wisdom felt like sunlight breaking through storm clouds, illuminating a path I could barely discern. "And what of others?" Their words cut deeply. "Their actions leave scars," I asked, unable to quell my anguish. "How does one forgive?" Buddha smiled gently, his voice an ocean of patience. As he answered, "To forgive is not to erase, but to release yourself from the chains of anger and resentment." His teachings felt like droplets of rain nourishing the arid desert of my soul. Yet I struggled to comprehend their depth. "What if forgiveness feels impossible?" I whispered, the weight of pain making my heart heavy. "Forgiveness begins not with the impossible, but with a single act of compassion toward yourself," Buddha said, his words clear as daylight. "Be kind to your wounds, for healing is the soil where forgiveness blooms." His wisdom felt like a seed planted within me, small yet filled with infinite potential. The forest seemed alive with his teachings, its sounds and movements becoming a symphony that echoed his eternal truths. "Will the answers I seek ever reveal themselves fully?" I asked, my voice laden with uncertainty. Buddha's gaze held mine, his words unwavering. "The answers lie not in the revelation, but in the journey. Seek not an end, but understanding." The banyan tree swayed gently in the wind, its roots deep and firm. Much like Buddha's teachings in my heart, I bowed before him, my doubts slowly melting away, replaced by the quiet strength of acceptance. Buddha placed his hand lightly on my shoulder, his touch warm as sunlight and steady as the earth itself. The journey begins not in perfection, but in intention, he said, his words offering both guidance and hope. As I stepped away, the forest seemed transformed, vibrant and alive with possibilities I had never noticed before. Buddha's voice lingered in my mind, his teachings like lanterns illuminating the path ahead. My heart felt lighter, my spirit awakened, ready to embrace the journey of discovery and growth. Another day, another dawn. The forest awoke with gentle murmurs, its trees swaying gracefully in the cool morning breeze. Buddha sat motionless near a serene lotus pond, his tranquil presence blending seamlessly with nature's symphony. I approached, carrying questions born of restless nights, my heart a turbulent sea longing for calm shores. Buddha opened his eyes, his gaze soft yet penetrating, as though he could hear the unspoken struggles within my soul. You return seeking answers, he said gently, his voice imbued with understanding. Speak of what stirs your spirit, and let us unravel its threads. I knelt before him, the grass cool beneath my palms. As I hesitated to voice the tangled web of my thoughts, I find myself caught between duty and passion, I began, my voice uncertain. How does one choose without regret? Buddha smiled faintly, his expression serene, as he replied, a choice rooted in wisdom and compassion bears no seeds of regret. His words rippled through my mind, yet doubts lingered like shadows at dusk. But how does one discern wisdom amidst the clamor of conflicting desires? I asked, desperation lacing my tone. The heart and mind often speak opposing truths. Buddha's gaze shifted to the pond, its surface reflecting the sky above. As he spoke again, wisdom is born of stillness. Much like the pond before us, he said, still your mind, and clarity will emerge. His words invited me to observe, to quiet the storms within, and to trust the process of stillness. The fragrance of blooming lotuses mingled with the fresh scent of morning dew, accentuating the profound stillness around us. And what of passion? I inquired hesitantly. Is it not the fire that fuels our purpose, our dreams? Passion is neither friend nor foe, Buddha answered, his tone measured. It is a force. Guide it wisely, lest it consume you. His teachings painted images of fire, both a source of warmth and a potential harbinger of destruction. I pondered his words, gazing at the tranquil pond, its surface now shimmering with sunlight. What if guiding passion feels like an insurmountable task? I questioned, vulnerability cracking through my resolve. Buddha's eyes softened further. No task is insurmountable when taken step by step, he said. Begin by understanding your passion, its roots and its purpose. His guidance resonated deeply, stirring a flicker of hope within my otherwise clouded mind. A bird sang melodiously from a nearby tree, its tune harmonizing with the essence of Buddha's words. And yet, even knowing one's path, fear and doubt often linger, I admitted, my gaze falling to the ground. Fear and doubt are clouds. The sun of faith lies beyond them, Buddha said. Walk with faith, and they shall part. His metaphor illuminated my struggles, providing a perspective I had never considered before. I gathered the courage to pose another question, one that had haunted me for years. What of failure? How does one find peace when dreams crumble into dust? Buddha's expression did not waver, his presence steady as the earth beneath us. Failure is but a teacher, its lessons etched in the sands of time, Buddha replied. Embrace its wisdom, and rise anew. His words felt like a balm to the raw wounds of my past, easing the sting of failure's sting. The morning sun climbed higher, casting its warm light through the canopy, as if blessing our conversation. But how does one find strength to rise amidst adversity? I asked, the weight of life's challenges pressing heavily on my spirit. Strength is found in the acceptance of impermanence, Buddha said, his voice steady. All things pass, yet the spirit endures. His teachings reminded me of the ever-changing seasons, each fleeting yet integral to life's cycle. The pond shimmered brilliantly under the sun's rays, its surface a mirror reflecting both the heavens and my inner turmoil. Is acceptance not surrender? I questioned, fearing that embracing impermanence might mean abandoning effort and ambition. Acceptance is not surrender, Buddha clarified. It is the freedom to act wisely, unbound by clinging or resistance. His words resonated deeply, offering clarity amidst my confusion and reframing my understanding of acceptance. I felt a shift within me, as though his teachings were unlocking a door long closed by my fears and attachments. And what of joy? I asked. Can one experience true joy in a world filled with suffering? Joy is not the absence of suffering, but the presence of gratitude, Buddha replied. Find gratitude, and joy will follow. His insight illuminated the beauty hidden in life's simplest moments, often overlooked amidst the pursuit of grand aspirations. The fragrance of lotuses grew stronger as the sun warmed the pond, creating an atmosphere of serene reflection. Gratitude seems elusive when burdened by pain and loss, I confessed, the weight of my struggles still evident. Gratitude begins with small steps, Buddha said gently. Even amidst pain, the gift of breath is a blessing. His perspective felt profound, inviting me to embrace life's gifts, however small. Amidst its inevitable challenges, I closed my eyes, allowing his wisdom to sink deeply into the fabric of my consciousness, offering solace where despair once reigned. How can I carry these teachings forward? I asked, the desire for growth evident in my tone. Carry them not as burdens, but as seeds, Buddha said. Let them grow naturally within the fertile soil of your heart. His guidance felt liberating, encouraging me to embody his teachings rather than adhere rigidly to them. The morning light bathed the forest in a golden glow, its warmth mirroring the hope now ignited within me. Thank you, I said, bowing deeply, my gratitude immeasurable. Buddha's expression remained tranquil, his presence a beacon of unyielding compassion. As I walked away, the forest seemed to breathe alongside me, each step accompanied by the echo of Buddha's words. My heart felt lighter, my spirit awakened, ready to face life's challenges with newfound clarity and purpose. Another day, another dawn. The forest stood still, its silence woven with the threads of nature's gentle movements. Buddha sat beneath a flowering jasmine tree, the fragrance enveloping him in a peaceful cocoon, his presence radiant yet grounding. I approached him once more, my spirit restless, my thoughts cascading like waterfalls. Buddha turned his gaze toward me, his expression kind and patient, as though he had already sensed my internal chaos. You carry questions, he said, his voice steady and inviting. Speak freely, for the burden of unspoken thoughts weighs heavier than words. I knelt on the dew-kissed grass, my heart pounding as I tried to frame my concerns into coherent sentences. I fear I lack purpose, I began hesitantly, the words tasting bitter with self-doubt. How does one discover their true calling in this vast, unpredictable world? Buddha smiled gently, his expression illuminated with understanding. As he replied, purpose is not found, it is created through mindful actions. His words resonated deeply, sparking thoughts of possibilities I had never considered. But what if the actions themselves feel insignificant? I asked, my voice trembling. How does one know if their purpose truly matters? Buddha gestured toward the jasmine tree, its blossoms swaying softly, their fragrance filling the air. Significance is not measured by grandeur but by the sincerity of your efforts, he said. Even the smallest blossom contributes its fragrance to the world. His metaphor painted a vivid picture, teaching me the value of seemingly minor actions. I pondered his words, the sweet scent of jasmine amplifying my yearning for clarity amidst the forest's quietude. And yet, doubt often clouds the path, I confessed. How does one maintain faith in their chosen direction? Doubt is the wind that tests the strength of your roots, Buddha answered. Nurture your roots, and your faith will endure. His teachings felt grounding, like the earth beneath my feet, offering stability in uncertain times. A bird fluttered to a branch above, its song harmonizing with the wisdom Buddha imparted, creating an atmosphere of tranquil reflection. But what of setbacks? I asked, the scars of past failures still fresh within me. How does one persevere when obstacles seem endless? Buddha's gaze softened, his tone unwavering as he replied, obstacles are the sculptors of resilience. Embrace them as stepping stones, not barriers. His insight provided a lens through which I could view my struggles as opportunities for growth. The jasmine blossoms continued to sway, their movements mirroring my inner turmoil as I wrestled with the weight of my questions. And what if perseverance falters? I asked, vulnerability cracking through my resolve. What if strength feels unattainable? Strength is not an endless reservoir. It is the light sparked by intention and fueled by compassion, Buddha said gently. Kindness toward oneself rekindles its flame. His words felt like a balm to my spirit, soothing the ache of self-doubt. The morning sun began to rise higher, its golden rays filtering through the jasmine tree, bathing us in a warm glow. And what of harmony? I asked. How does one coexist peacefully with the chaos of the world? Harmony is not the absence of chaos, but the acceptance of its rhythm, Buddha said. Dance with it, and find peace. His teachings provided a profound shift in perspective, inviting me to embrace rather than resist life's unpredictability. The forest seemed alive with possibilities, its sights and sounds amplifying the wisdom Buddha offered in his calm, steady voice. But is peace truly attainable in a world filled with conflict? I asked, the enormity of life's challenges pressing heavily on my mind. Peace is not attained through conquest but through understanding, Buddha replied. Learn to listen deeply, and peace will unfold. His insight felt transformative, encouraging me to approach life with a sense of empathy and patience. A gentle breeze carried the fragrance of jasmine across the forest, weaving it into the fabric of our conversation. And what of love? I asked, my heart yearning for clarity. How does one love fully yet wisely? To love fully is to love without possession, Buddha said. To love wisely is to honor freedom and nurture growth. His teachings felt expansive, redefining love as an act of liberation rather than confinement. The bird above sang again, its melody resonating with the profound truths Buddha shared, its notes bright and uplifting. But what of heartbreak? I asked, unable to suppress the weight of pain lodged within me. How does one heal? Healing is not the erasure of pain but the integration of its lessons, Buddha said softly. Every wound carries wisdom. His words offered solace, transforming my perspective on the scars etched deeply into my soul. I gazed at the jasmine blossoms, swaying gently in the breeze, their resilience mirroring the teachings Buddha imparted. And how does one nurture hope amidst despair? I asked, my voice tinged with desperation. Hope is the seed planted in the soil of gratitude, Buddha answered. Water it with faith, and it will bloom. His teachings felt comforting, reminding me of the power within small acts of trust and belief. The sun continued to rise, its light reflecting off the pond nearby, casting shimmering patterns across the forest floor. What if gratitude feels impossible when suffering persists? I asked, my struggles still evident in my voice. Begin with a single moment of awareness, Buddha said gently. Gratitude grows from the recognition of life's simplest gifts. His perspective felt profound, inviting me to embrace small blessings amidst life's difficulties. I closed my eyes, allowing his wisdom to sink deeply into the fabric of my consciousness, weaving hope where despair had reigned. How does one carry peace forward in daily life? I asked, my desire for growth evident in my tone. Peace is not carried. It is cultivated within you, Buddha said. Let it flow naturally through your thoughts and actions. His guidance felt liberating, encouraging me to embody his teachings rather than seek their permanence externally. The forest seemed to breathe alongside us, its rhythm aligning with the gentle cadence of Buddha's words, creating a symphony of harmony. Thank you, I said, bowing deeply, my gratitude immeasurable. Buddha's expression remained calm, his presence unwavering in its compassion. As I walked away, the jasmine blossoms swayed in the breeze, their fragrance lingering like Buddha's teachings in my heart. My steps felt lighter, my spirit renewed, ready to embrace life's challenges with courage and purpose. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.